Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Alex, and I'm going to do my breakdown of tomorrow's matchup of the Denver Nuggets versus the Los Angeles Clippers. Alright, this is very surprising to me because there was a guy in the comment section who told me from start to finish that he said he wanted to see the Denver Nuggets advance to the third round, and he told me last season they had done that, but they lost the third round. All right, this is going to be a very highly anticipated and watched basketball game. Very anticipated, very competitive, things of that nature. So I'm gonna go ahead. Go ahead right ahead and say if the Denver Nuggets upset the Los Angeles Clippers, I'm gonna say it right now. If the Denver Nuggets upset the Los Angeles Clippers by beating them in game one. And you should know basketball by now. Whoever wins game one, 99.99% of the series wins the series. So if you win game one, it's always been proven. First round, second round, third round, even in the NBA Finals. Um, Guess what? Um, I might say the Denver Nuggets might actually upset the Clippers. Now some of y'all might say, "Get out of here! You must be smoking and drinking something." But think about it. Nobody picked the Denver Nuggets to win the first series. Nobody picked the Denver Nuggets to win the second series. And no one's picking the Denver Nuggets. They're still the underdogs, and the Los Angeles Clippers are still the favorites. Now, here's where things get interesting. Now, if they win, they will upset them 125 to 130. My bad. They'll upset them 125 to 123. It's going to be based off of the offense, okay? The Denver Nuggets is a young basketball team. They're younger, they're hungrier, they're bigger, they're stronger. They can play 4 quarters of a basketball game. It doesn't matter if it's mid court, the front court, the back court. And they shown me that they can actually handle pressure. And if you can handle pressure and you can knock off a team like the Utah Jazz, who people picked to win, and you can beat them in 7 games, I could actually see this series go 7 games, and I'll tell you why. Because the Clippers need that one challenge to prove to me that they deserve to be in the NBA Finals. Like, I don't think the Clippers have actually met a challenge until now, and I think the Denver Nuggets is that one challenge that can show me who goes to the third round. Like, if you want to beat the Los Angeles Lakers and go to an NBA Finals, you got to knock off the Denver Nuggets. And I think the Denver Nuggets is the team to upset the Clippers. Like, everything is going perfect for the Clippers. The first round, they didn't have no challenge. Some people might argue it took 7 games, okay, but the Denver Nuggets went 7 games and they won a 7 game series. So it's like you take a look into the mirror and you see a reflection standing back at you. Everything that the Los Angeles Clippers can do on offense and defense, the Denver Nuggets can do on offense and defense. Both teams can play 4 quarters. Both teams can score a lot of points and transition with fast breaks. So I'm going to predict that the Denver Nuggets might upset the Los Angeles Clippers in game one, 125 to 123. It's 50-50. The LA Clippers should win 129 to 127. Don't be surprised if either game one, game two, or even game three or four, somewhere in those 4 games, don't be surprised if we get an overtime or or 2 overtimes. Don't be surprised if 2 out of the 4 games goes into overtime twice. Okay? Now, here's where things go in the favor of the Clippers. All they have to do is play basketball, okay? You got Kawhi Leonard, you got Paul George, you got your coach Doc Rivers, you got a starting five, you got a bench. All you have to do is attack the basket, play offense, play defense, trap your man, play your man one-on-one, whatever it is you got to do, and play. Now, the Clippers do lose basketball games when they're on the road, but of course, we're in the bubble. The Clippers can win games at home, they can win games on the road, but they do have times where they do collapse in defense. Hopefully, when they lost to the Phoenix Suns doing back in the season, hopefully we don't see that in game one. Because if we see them collapse either in the second or third quarter, that's not good. So, order for the Clippers to win this basketball game and win this series, you gotta finish every quarter. You can't half-ass a basketball quarter. You can't half-ass the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter, or the fourth quarter. You gotta finish every quarter. Doesn't matter how much time's on the clock. And I think that's one of the problems the Clippers have. They focus on how much time that's on the clock. And you got to have both players play at 100%. You can't have Paul George scoring 20 points and then Kawhi Leonard plays the second half. You need them both to play good in the first half and the second half. Everybody on the Clippers got to play order to beat the Denver Nuggets. Because if you don't, we're going to see a 7-game series again, and you're going to see Denver take full advantage. Because now that we know, or should I say, now that we know that Denver is capable of winning 7 games, they might do that against the Clippers. They're younger, and they're more healthier, and they have some experience in this situation. And the Clippers have been in situations where they've won 7 games, they've won series, but the question is, who is going to be the one to step up on the Clippers and have that presence that lets the Denver Nuggets know we're here and we're not going nowhere. So if the Clippers are so serious of trying to bring the city of Los Angeles, bring us their first championship in their franchise, it starts with this test. You beat the Denver Nuggets in 7 games. You beat the Los Angeles Lakers. You go to an NBA Finals. That's supposed to be the plan, right? Well, in life, things don't always go to plan. So I'm telling you, I'm giving you my game one prediction. I think Denver might upset the Clippers. Even though I picked the Clippers to win game one and win the series, look just what happened in the last series. I picked the Jazz to win the series, and what happened? Somebody told me in the comment section I was wrong, and guess what? I was very wrong. And I would tell that man, you know what, if I could meet you man to man, face to face, eye to eye, I would buy you some beer for proving me wrong for that one game. I get some games right, I get some games wrong. That's just how life goes. Until then, peace.